My name is John Scully. I'm 82. I suffer from severe incurable depression, severe incurable PTSD, and severe incurable anxiety disorder. I take 30 pills a day. That was started with my first diagnosis 40 years ago. In those years intervening, as a journalist, I worked in 35 war zones. The result was PTSD, which is horrific and harrowing and leaves me with nightmares I live to really regret. In one nightmare, I've seen myself lying on the ground being hacked to death by unknown enemies. Just last week, I had a nightmare where I was on a conveyor belt, head to toe with other people, and we were headed slowly to one direction. And I realized we were heading for a crematorium. I awoke screaming, soaking wet, saying, "No, God, make it stop. For God's sake, make it stop." But it hasn't stopped. So far, I've attempted suicide twice. There will be no mistake a third time, unless made for the mentally ill becomes law, and I can rest in peace and die with dignity. We all must demand that we mentally ill be accorded identical human rights as the physically ill, with access to aid on the very same conditions that they have. We are equal. I've encountered just about every aspect of the Canadian mental health system. I've been admitted to psych units 7 times. I've endured 19 shock therapies. The system is broken, in denial, and helpless. To start the repair, the system needs to recognize us mentally ill as absolute parallels to the physically ill, to recognize that major depression is no different from major cancer. It's a human right for all pain and suffering to be treated the same, no matter the cause. It's only in the minds of people that mental illness is different from physical illness. It's an illness the same, the very same. The pain is similar. The courses of medications and treatments may be different, but the end result is to prevent death. People with mental illness get close to death and sometimes take their own lives because there is no alternative. People with mental illness are second-class citizens, and this is outrageous. We deserve the same death, the same dignity, the same rights as the physically ill. Go to dyingwithdignity.ca to learn more about MAID and mental disorders.